2 days ago on March 25th marked 1 year since we lost legendary Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins, who passed away in Bogota, Colombia, where the band was on tour. He was discovered just hours before the band was scheduled to take the stage. The Foo Fighters honored Hawkins' legacy with two star-studded tribute performances with everyone from Sir Paul McCartney to Dave Chappelle. And at the turn of the new year, the band announced they would continue on, but they said their shows would look a little bit different, obviously, without Taylor there, but every show would be a tribute to Taylor Hawkins. And there are questions about who will step up and play the drums when the band takes the stage for a series of performances this spring, with everything from Sonic Temple to Boston Calling to Bonnaroo. The Foo Fighters will take the stage in just a few short months. There's a lot of speculation about who could take the stage, with one high-profile drummer now denying his involvement after a recent report. If you're new to Rock Feed, welcome, and take a moment to subscribe with notifications on for the latest rock news. The Foo Fighters announced in a heartbreaking statement on New Year's Eve, as we say goodbye to the most difficult and tragic year that our band has ever known, we are reminded of how thankful we are for the people that we love and cherish most, and for the loved ones who are no longer with us. They continued to say, "We also know that you, the fans, meant as much to Taylor as he meant to you. And we know that when we see you again, and we will soon, he'll be there in spirit with all of us every night. Foo Fighters." Then in January, a report from Variety that's broken a number of big stories in the entertainment industry said they have multiple sources that say that drummer Josh Freese is if not the frontrunner, and there are many reasons why he would make sense. It said, "He is a longtime friend of both Grohl and Hawkins and is a veteran session ace who has performed with Guns N' Roses, A Perfect Circle, Puddle of Mud, Nine Inch Nails, Weezer, Paramore, The Replacements, Sting, and The Vandals. And those are just the rock acts he's worked with. Over the years, he's played with a mind-boggling array of different musicians on more than 300 recordings, from pop to rock to country. His versatility is demonstrated by the fact that at last year's Coachella Festival, he performed with both Danny Elfman and Hyperpop Wizard's 100 Gex, two dramatically different artists that required widely ranging styles, and he delivered with both. And as that report mentioned, Freese is a widely respected drummer with quite the resume. But there's additional speculation about other drummers who could be in the mix when the Foo Fighters take the stage at these high-profile festival performances this spring. This report from Daily Mail says Foo Fighters honing in on replacement for late drummer Taylor Hawkins as they prepare to head back on tour 1 year after his tragic death. The report says that, according to sources, the band has narrowed the search for Hawkins' replacement down to two well-regarded drummers, Pearl Jam's Matt Cameron and Against Me's Adam Willard. The massively successful alternative rock band has reportedly been auditioning a number of drummers ahead of its headlining spot on June 18th at the Bonnaroo Music Festival in Manchester, Tennessee, as well as subsequent tour dates. The source reportedly said the Foos have been working with a number of musicians close to Taylor in the band over the past few months. Matt and Adam are front runners to drum at the gigs, the first of which is in May. Primarily it will be Matt, but Adam will be on rotation with him. They have both been rehearsing at Studio 606, the Foos studio. The source said Matt was a great friend of Taylor's and is very close with the Foos frontman Dave Grohl. It says the final arrangements are being put in place, but it is looking very likely that Matt will be playing those gigs across the US in the summer. But for Matt Cameron, he certainly has a full schedule as the full-time drummer of Pearl Jam, with Cameron himself directly addressing the rumors now, flatly denying them. He said, "FYI, the internet rumors are false. I haven't joined the Foos." It sounds like the Foo Fighters have yet to decide who will take the stage with them in May when they have their first shows back, and that's okay. There's no rush on this decision whatsoever. It's also possible that they could have a rotation of drummers on stage when they perform live, but I also imagine that could be difficult because of the consistency and just how long the Foo Fighters play when they go up on stage. Sometimes Dave Grohl calls a lot of audibles, and that's not to say that any of these names that have been mentioned are not capable of doing that. But it is exciting to see the Foo Fighters getting back out there. There have been a lot of rumors that have circulated, including rumors that the Foo Fighters may be releasing a new album at some point, something to keep an eye out on as well. There was a radio host that mentioned that, and he actually issued an apology later on. So we're keeping an eye on all of these things, sending best wishes to Foo Fighters as they continue to search for a new drummer. And you can check them out at the shows coming up this spring and summer at Boston Calling, Sonic Temple, and Bonnaroo, and check out additional dates at FooFighters.com. That's your latest update from Rockfeed. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button with notifications on, and check out the recommended video up on your screen.